Good morning and welcome to a pre-market report for Tuesday 16th August 2022. Now, before we dive into pre-market report, I'd like to remind everyone that we are on the last few days of the offer in which you can subscribe for my services at 10% off. So if you would like to subscribe for market related services, then do WhatsApp me on the number mentioned below and I will send you the payment link and any details on any questions you may have. Now, today I will not dwell into the news. The news cycle is really not that important as of now, as basically the long weekend did not have that strong of a news cycle on the international front. Now, when we come to the American indexes, we see that the Nasdaq has nearly reached the next resistance level I had shared at 13,788.6. Now, basically, yesterday's close brought it roughly at 13,700. So it's about 80 points away. So we'll have to see how it handles this resistance zone, as above it is also the 200-day moving average. But I must say that it is now reaching a very major resistance zone, and as the news cycle is developing in America, it is supporting that this resistance zone will do its work. As let's say for example yesterday, it came out that the US economy was the worst performing in the G7 countries in the second quarter. Then JP Morgan's Chase CEO Jamie Dimon announced that he's expecting a harder recession in America and world around. So now that type of news will trigger panic around this resistance level. So it will be important to see how the index handles this resistance zone. Now the next is the S&P 500. I had said the last time that when we clear this resistance, the next was the 200-day moving average, and we have reached it. So it's the same as the Nasdaq, and as basically it is now at a major resistance hurdle, and we'll have to see how it handles it. The same can be said for Dow Jones, as it has reached a 200-day moving average as expected, and we'll have to see how it performs here. And you can even see this simple candle resistance as this was a top. So it's interesting how the news cycle in America now started supporting a hurdle which is now appearing on the charts. So we'll have to see whether this hurdle manages to slow down the up move. Now today I'll be also looking at three stocks basically which are linked to the article which I have put on investing.com. Now the first stock which I'm looking at is Titan. Now Titan basically, according to me, has reached a major hurdle, and it is at a confliction point, I would say. Because on one hand, the 20-day moving average is racing towards the 200 moving average, attempting a crossover. So as of now, I expect Titan to face some trouble at 2,508, but to get very good support at 2,400. So provided it stays within this box range, and at that same moment this crossover occurs, then we can see a continuation of the up move. However, if it breaks this box range and breaks the support at 2,400, then it's going down to 2,310. However, as long as it is in this box range, there's a high likelihood that we're going to test 2,600. Now, why I'm highlighting this box range is basically this is a major resistance and this is a major support. Plus, the 20-day moving average is coming to crossover. So if it gets rejected here, then it has a pullback towards here. By then, the 20-day moving average will have formed support around this zone, and it can help it have the next leg of its up move towards 2,600. However, as I said earlier, if we break this support, then 2310 opens on the downside. Now the next one is Star Health. Star Health, I believe, is going to be having a bit of trouble. I said that as there is an important support zone between 660 and 674. If the stock breaks this support zone, then we can expect a fall towards 610, and it has a simple candle resistance also at 767. So as of now, I'm expecting the stock to first take support here, where we may have a bit of a stableness coming in. However, the minute it breaks this, I expect a pullback back to 610 rupees. So basically on Titan, I am more on the bullish side, provided it maintains that box range formation. On Star Health, I'm definitely on the bearish side, as I see us falling towards 610. Once we fall to this zone, that's when we're going to be able to decide whether we're going to have another up leg or a complete breakdown. Now this next one is Dazzara, and Dazzara, many have seen on Twitter, I managed to capture this basically up move completely, which was a very profitable scenario, as basically it took the stock from 528, which was roughly my entry price, to 730. So that was a very profitable move. But now after that, Dazzara has had a cool off, and we can say it's coming back towards the 606 moving average support, because that's also con support, plus the moving averages are there. So if it can hold this zone, then we're gonna be back in for another up move towards 680 and 750, but the ultimate target will be the 200-day moving average on the upside. Only it has to hold the following moving averages or 606 rupees support level. If it does any of this, then it's going to be having a further up move in the coming future. And in fact, if it finds support here, then I'll make a re-entry for long. Now when we look at the indexes, now there is not much that can be said for the indexes, as we have had a parabolic up move. And now the parabolic up move, the irony is the 20-day moving average is trying to cross over the 200-day moving average. So that is a bullish sign, and the SGX indicates a gap up of 70 points, roughly 60 to 70 points. So if you are to have that up move, then we'll have to see whether it can cope with the upward con levels have given to clients. However, the only issue here is that we're basically, everybody is saying it, everybody knows we are extremely overbought, and we'll have to see when logic starts to prevail in the indexes, technical knowledge, logic, as the story is very overbought as of now. So basically we'll have to, now on the gap up, we'll have to see whether the gap up has a continuation post the first 5-minute and 15-minute candle. If it does, then we just basically, it's an intraday trade to the next quantitative level. But I will not advise anyone to take any position longs here, and it is at a crazy position right now, and at some point the bubble will have to pop in the indexes. And the same can be said for the Banknifty, as it is at a crazy position. Only the Banknifty on the intraday chart is right now more bullish than the Nifty. So for any fall to occur, the Banknifty has to be the first one to crack, as that is it is very important for that to have a breakdown, for the indexes to have a tumble, as that is right now the pack leader. That is all for today's pre-market video. Thank you for watching, and do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.